Okay, so now the question you have to ask, if you can't just pay your staff to work harder, what can you do? The answer, here's the answer. The answer is to give them ownership, autonomy, and understanding. In other words, you let them take credit for what they do and put their name on it. You give them the freedom to do things their own way, and you give them the understanding so they know why they're doing it. Okay, the first part is important because it gives your staff a certain amount of pride in what they're doing. If your team feel as though they are working on their own projects and as though they will get rewarded for their work they do, then they will have a very good reason to work harder. Again, in this case, the work becomes its own reward. Give someone a project and let them put their stamp on it, and they can use this as a way to prove their skills, something to add to their CVs, and a challenge. Let someone create their own sections on your website with their name on it, and it becomes something they will be proud of and that they can show their friends and family. They will work harder on it. And finally, you need to make sure your team understands the why. Now, this is important because it allows you to stop micromanaging and to give your team agency over the way they do their products. Well, that, and we've already seen how motivating a simple why can be, right? So, instead of telling someone to move those boxes from A to B using the forklift and in no less than 2 hours, tell them, the truck is coming tomorrow to collect the inventory. Please make sure it's ready. This not only gives them the ability to work their way, to be smart about it, and potentially get time off, and to get the sense of reward that comes from solving the problems, it also allows them to make critical decisions without referring to you for help every time there's a stumbling block. Imagine giving those first set of instructions and then the forklift breaks down. Now, in this scenario, your team may not know what to do. See, you told them to use the forklift, so all they can do is come and ask you what plan B is. But with the second set of instructions, they were never really explicitly told to use the forklift, so they might instead decide to get the team to chip in and lift the pallets. Or they might find a way to get the truck further into the warehouse. See, it's up to them. And this is when people do their best work and you can stay less involved. That's all good, but remember, you still need to take responsibility for their decisions. This is the mark of a good leader, and it is what will give your team the confidence to make those kinds of choices.